basket brains, disc dwarfs, and frisbee freaks. Emerald City Disc proudly brings to you the greatest podcast in the world. Darkwing Disc Kirby Snyder, the Fairway Finder Ollie DePina. This is K.O Disc Golf Show. Welcome to episode 99 of the K.O Disc Golf Show. Today is March 3rd, 2026. This is the Kingler episode. The most famous player ever to wear number 99. I mean, it's the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Honorable mention to Aaron Judge, but it is the great one for sure. On the Red Sox, we have had Alex Verdugo and Luis Guerrero, all as recently in the last few years. On the Mariners, there is Cannon, Middleton, and Taijuan Walker. And Ollie, here's for the Giants.
I got two notable ones from my side. One is going to be my favorite and a Super Bowl champion, Chris Canty. And then a more recent one, a lot of Seahawk fans know him, Big Cat, Leonard Williams, recent Super Bowl champion for the Seattle Seahawks, but played for he was actually credited as the most, he had 4 years. Chris Canty played 3, but still in a Super Bowl and was part of a really dominant defense, but kind of on Football Reference noted as the most accoladed 99.
Sweet, that's really cool. 99 is a really sweet number to see on the back of a jersey. All right, KO question of the week. I've seen this one going around online. I thought it was pretty fun. How many pigeons would you have to find in your house before you think somebody is deliberately putting them there? Comment down below how many and your reasoning behind it, and Ollie and I will answer at the end of the episode. Ollie, how you doing, man? How's it going?
Doing well. I was streaming till midnight last night doing cards. Had a lot of fun. Pulled this one guy kept getting in. We were opening. We started off with some NFL, and then we got into NASCAR. NASCAR. And there was these NASCAR boxes, and they had 3 guaranteed autographs. Really cool product, honestly. And then there's some motocross guys in there, but. I pulled a Frankie Muniz card, and I was that is because I forgot he's doing NASCAR or a motor truck, and so I was they got Frankie Muniz rookie cards. This is so cool. Mm-hmm. We pulled some fun names, and some random people came on there this was my first time getting nervous streaming. He was oh, I can obviously tell you don't watch NASCAR, and I was probably the way I was butchering half the names, and I was God dang it. So I got to brush up on some NASCAR, but it was a really fun product. And then we did some basketball and some MLS. We did a bunch of cards last night. It was fun. And then I'm showing off. Maybe I'll do a card episode. This is my new grail. This is my John Wall with the Wizards jersey patch. I picked this up, and I am a big fan of that. It's in really good condition, and I am, loving it. I bought it off this kid off TikTok, and he put it up on eBay, and he has a little thing in his bio. He's future king of cards, and he has 8 followers, and he's has this page full of cards he's trying to sell. And he's he messaged me. This was a week after I bought this card. He messaged me, and he was hey, just want to let you know, you're really lucky. Everyone I tell to check out my page just wants this card. And I'm yeah, I'm really lucky too. And he sold to me for half the price that comps are going for online. So I'm thank you, kid. Thank you, dude. I'm happy. So that's my little card. Working on my last full week of Costco, and then I'm going to have another extra day off, which I think will be so nice, being able to have a chill day, spend it with Roxy, get some more disc golfing in on just that day fully, start transitioning to some more tournament season. I'm excited. About it though. Chilling.
Good. How many tournaments do you have? How many tournaments do you think you're going to be playing coming up on the summer and that?
On the summer, that's when things are going to be ramped up. I'm going to be hopefully on that every weekend, every other weekend type of tournament, doing that many tournaments there, because my early season's kind of gotten put off with this new job and work. I was trying to get in on the Saturday here, but it was by the time, and then I just paid a bunch of money for Croatia, so then by the time I was paid and then everything worked out, I was it didn't work out. And then there's a lot of stress with getting Costco off that day, so this is my last full week of full time, and then I'm switching to part time next week, where basically getting those Saturdays and Sundays if I need double days off or things like that are like so much easier. And like I have no worry with that, which is kind of what I need there. And I need a little more flexibility with this other job. And this other job's already giving me the flexibility. Like even if I have a tournament, I wouldn't go down to work there until like later or something like that, or if I could take a day off. And I told them that I was like might be traveling or doing other things. So I'm excited. I think I'm finally going to be getting into. I'm thinking because I'm going on the trip in May, so like I'm gonna try to do as many as I can before that May and April, see what's available, and then after May, it's like that's when I'm going.
Nice. I'm just looking right now. When is BC Open? June 26, 28. Love to see you back there, man. That'd be
Oh
awesome.
yeah, that's a yeah. Oh yeah,
Sweet.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's a yeah. Oh yeah, that's like always on my agenda.
Yeah, so this week I have the Battle of Seattle Final 9, Episode 2, dropping this Thursday. Once again, big shout out to Adrian Fernandez for coming out and filming for the day. Really appreciate him and his help out there. It was really, really awesome. Um, Video looks really good. We had him mic'd up, and he was just kind of like giving commentary to the shots and kind of just reacting to them, and it made the video like really fun and that kind of thing. So really, really appreciate him and his help out there. And we got to show off a bunch of his wife Kylie Fernandez. She does KJ Dyes or KJ Discs. We got a chance to kind of like show off a bunch of her stuff and kind of show off how like great she is at making some like dye discs and some of her stencils and stuff. So pretty cool there. South Fork Landing update. It is closed this week. It is for tree removal. This is not the T pads or anything like that, from what I understand. This is mostly just trees. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I saw some marked trees. Like, I think I saw a tree by like hole eight's T pad that was marked and stuff like that. I think all the trees that I saw marked aren't necessarily going to like affect the disc golf course in any way. I don't think they really change up any lines or anything like that. They're all pretty much just dead trees in that. Maybe hole 11, there might be some stuff there kind of removed that might make like accessing the green a little easier, but nothing that's going to like drastically change the shot or anything. And then, like I said, we're doing this on Tuesday morning. Tomorrow night, I finally get to take the fucking goat Chuck Knudsen out for some Korean barbecue. I'm pretty sure Chuck has never had Korean barbecue, so being able to get him out there and grill up some meats is going to be super fun. It's going to be great getting out for dinner with him. So, besides that, yeah, my week is like super chill. It really is just about kind of getting ready for Cloud City Chaos happening this weekend, which we'll get into more later. And kind of just like practicing for that and kind of like dealing with like the weather and stuff. Like I had some car stuff this week that I already took care of, and all that kind of stuff. Just really like this is the time of year where I'm really trying to get everything in line and trying to take care of all those big projects. So for the next like 6 months essentially, I can just focus on playing tournaments and not have to worry about all this like weird kind of like minor car maintenance that really should be taken care of like right away kind of thing, right? So yeah. All right, we're going to jump right into the tournament recap. This is presented by Emerald City Discs. Tournament recap by
Emerald City.
Emerald City.
Emerald City.
Emerald City Discs. This past weekend, there was the Freeze in the Trees. This was happening out at Lake Stevens. I don't think this was a sanctioned event. I think it was just like a charity-related event type of thing. Lake Stevens is the one with those weird baskets. I love that those baskets are in the game. I don't love playing on those baskets, but I love that those baskets are out there. I like unique stuff like that. I think disc golf would really thrive with having some more like unique baskets and more courses with like unique targets and stuff like that. I think they're just kind of fun. So, but going through the winners real quick here, winning MPO, we got Kenny Clark. Taking down FPO, we have Team ECD member Jennifer Rice. Winning MP40, we got Jeff Bagley. Winning MA1, Zach Johns. Winning FA1, Jess Rockstar Darcis. Winning MA2, Travis Schuerman. MA40 was won by Jesse McNair. MA55, JJ Johnson. MA65, Paul Koff. And that is all the winners. I believe that Fairway Media was out there covering the event, so stay tuned to Justin Banks' channel there and check out some coverage. I don't think I've seen very many rounds from Lake Stevens, so it'll be pretty fun to check out actually. And Kenny shot pretty hot round 2, so it'll also be really fun to watch.
Heck yeah.
All right, time for the tournament look ahead presented by Disc Golf Threads.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
There can be only one World Wrestling Federation champion.
Acknowledge me.
Be sure to go over to Disc Golf Threads and use the promo code DWD. Ollie, remind me after the show, I got mock-ups of my jersey, and I'm pretty amped, dude. I'm pretty excited. So hopefully we'll be getting those in hand relatively soon. Yeah, and then I probably should have said this earlier, but yeah, I'm working on I got those jerseys coming, and then I've also started working on a Kirby Snyder stamp for some like Discmania discs.
Nice.
So sooner rather than later, I should have a bunch of like Kirby Snyder stamps for like discs and some Kirby Snyder jerseys. So anybody that's interested, definitely will have those available here at ECD, and I'll have them with me most tournaments that I go to and stuff like that too. So yeah, so this weekend we have the Cloud City Chaos hosted by us at Emerald City Discs. This is going to be a B tier happening at SeaTac. Pretty small MPO field. I mean, 13 people. I got 10 people in MP40, and then 5 in MP60. Pretty, I guess that's pretty solid all in all. I guess 13 ties for this. I mean, the most in any division with MA3. So it actually seems like they're a lot more amateurs, but yeah. So happening at SeaTac this weekend is going down on OG 18. I believe all the baskets are where they're supposed to be. I don't think Parks is changing them. If they do, I'm really sorry. I don't know. We're trying here. So they kind of have their own like schedule that they're somewhat keeping to. Should be a really good field. I know Caleb's coming out. Kieran Hampson, I believe he lives down in like Oregon or kind of southern Washington. He's coming out to play, so should be a lot of fun. I think whereas we get into the weather, we'll see. I think it might be a little bit of a rainy weekend. So, but yeah, so time for the weather look ahead, presented by AGL Discs.
Weather look ahead.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
Oh yeah. All right, time for the weather here in Seattle. Give it to me. We're looking, pretty rainy week all in all. Looks like Thursday should be a relatively dry day. Tomorrow's gonna rain pretty much all morning. We might have like a little low, kind of like around like 8 to 11, where it might not be raining too hard, and then around like 2 to 5, it's probably gonna spike again on Wednesday. Thursday, like I said, kind of calm. Friday doesn't look like too heavy, but it looks like it might be kind of consistent all morning. Saturday, there's kind of just a consistent line of like 20% to 10% for most of the day, so I'll take that, honestly. And even if it's kind of like a light rain, not too bad all in all.
Yeah,
so
it's not too bad.
Yeah. Temperature wise, we're looking, I mean, high 40s to low 50s. So if we're at high 40s to low 50s and with like a light rain, I really can't complain about that. And it looks like that should pretty much be the weather the entire week. Oh boy, winds are looking like they're going to be up on Saturday though. Friday, yeah. Thursday, I got pretty calm winds. Friday, I got like 7, 8, 9 mile an hour winds. And then Saturday, we got like 12, 15, 16 mile an hour winds. So it's going to be a windy day. That might change up a few of my plays, and that might change up the way I practice on Wednesday. All right, time for the local course review. This week we're doing Lakewood. I did kind of want to, honestly, I wanted to kind of avoid doing Lakewood for a while, but I think it's nice that we do Lakewood now, and then maybe just kind of like retouch on it
Revisit.
after we've added a bunch of pins and kind of, gone through a bunch of stuff there in the time. So, Ollie, what are some of your impressions of Lakewood?
It's a good first course to get people out. I think it's a really good park course. It's one of my first courses I played out here. Um, I think there's a lot of fun lines to throw, and I remember when I was first getting in, like I watched that Battle of Seattle, so it was really fun to go actually shoot those lines and stuff finally. And I've done a little bit before, but so I've always appreciated that and kind of seen a little bit of a change of Lakewood from like holes getting removed and changed and things like that, and playing different tournaments. I think I did my very first event ever at Lakewood, so I always got a little special place for it. It was the like Ace Run event they had there where it was like 27 holes, and I shot like through 2 rounds like plus 40 or something, dude. It was bad. There's like 100 foot. Most of the holes are like 100 feet, and I shot like plus
Yeah,
40. It was so funny.
I think I shot like 21 down. It was like
I
27, like they were all like right there.
I don't even think you. I think you beat me by like 80 last time I
Yeah.
checked. Like you beat me by like 80 strokes my very first event. So I love the course. You know, there's always gonna be love there, and I like bringing people there. It's a fun one, like sunset and things like that. I think it's a beautiful little late night trek.
Yeah, totally. People that come into the store and that are pretty new to the game and they ask like where they should go and play, I usually recommend Lakewood. Especially Lakewood compared to SeaTac. Lakewood is very beginner friendly, very fair lines, very open fairways, and that kind of thing. I think at Lakewood it's pretty easy to throw like an okay shot to a not great shot and still get your par from there because it's pretty okay. You can make it up and down. Obviously, if you throw a bad shot, it's going to be really hard to make it up and down. Or if you throw OB, getting your par is really challenging there. But yeah, as long as you're like staying in the fairway or just like throwing like pretty okay for the day, making it up and down for par is pretty reasonable. Um, Obviously, Lakewood's going through a ton of changes right now and has been going through a ton of changes over the last few years. Losing the school holes was a huge blow to the course, I personally think. When the school holes were back there, those 4, 10, 11, old layout when it was 20 holes, it was 10, 11, 12, and 13. Those holes were awesome. I love the elevation change of those holes. So losing out on those holes and then having to kind of cut some other holes in half definitely like hurt the course, but also made the course truly more like beginner friendly, which I think in a way kind of gave the course a better direction, which is like, hey, this is going to be kind of your more amateur level course or your more entry level course kind of thing. Um, that being said, like old hole 14, which is now like holes like 10 and 11, that hole was incredible. So like missing out on that hole like really is not great for the course, I think. Hole 3, it's short now, right? It's gotten kind of chopped up a bunch because that new building's getting put in there. Um, as I've said on here before, I'm on the Northwest Disc Golf Association board, and I'm kind of like leading the charge for Lakewood. So if anybody has any like real suggestions for holes out there or stuff that they want to see, I'm at Emerald City Discs 5, 6 days a week. Come on by, let's talk about it. I'm very open to any suggestions or anything like that that you might have for the course. I'm actually like pretty like excited to talk about that stuff because I really like hearing people's ideas or what people are kind of like liking about the course or disliking about the course. And even if like we maybe can't do those changes right now or in like anytime soon, if it's a really good idea, we'll throw it in our back pocket until the time comes where we can implement that kind of change, and then it comes in. So right now we do have some more basket changes being planned for Lakewood, which I do think are going to make the course just having more options, which is going to be like nice for the course and like that kind of thing. Um, Ollie, what's your favorite hole at Lakewood?
I think it's going to be what is currently called hole 15. And I like it in the long position. I like it in both positions. I don't really mind it. I think the The shorter one is like, you got to make sure you're really controlled or you're going down the hill. And then the long one, it's like the most fun flex forehand that feels like super great. You flex it, goes down perfectly in that lower pin position. You're super tucked in. I think it's really fun because I like hitting those like long downhill putts and like letting the disc on a little Annie and then letting it like flatten out and hyzer back in on those like downhill angles. So I think that hole just offers a lot. And so even on the short or the long, I don't even mind it. But I do like the long more.
Yeah, I think the long there is a great hole. It's really challenging, like to kind of hit that gap, like the right, because like you kind of want to tuck it pretty tight to like that first big whatever fir tree that's right there. But if you tuck it too tight, usually you're kind of like too close to the fence. So it's really, I mean, I love that hole too. Yeah, it's really really challenging.
I like how
Uh,
it hasn't changed much either throughout all the changes. And I do just appreciate that whole. I mean, besides like natural changes of like trees and stuff
Yeah, there's
versus,
like the big Madrona that fell like right
yeah,
next to it, but it didn't
yeah.
actually like it just made that hole a little more challenging for that week. And then once they removed the tree, it was like nothing. Like you, it's hard to even really notice that there's a tree gone from there anymore. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no, totally. I think that's one that there's no that it doesn't feel like there's any reason to change that one either. And that's kind of the thing that I'm really trying to like when we're talking about doing these changes at Lakewood. That's the thing that I'm kind of trying to rest the hardest on is like is there a reason to change this? Does this, add any like real value to the course? Are we changing it just to change it? And that I'm not for. I don't want to change stuff just to change stuff. So, um, yeah, I totally agree. I think that's a great hole. My personal favorite hole, I think, is still going to be hole six. Hole six is like, I think, one of the most iconic holes out there. It's another hole that really hasn't been changed very much over the years. And that's a hole that I've done tons of like videos for like Instagram on. That's a hole that when I first moved to Seattle and started playing Lakewood, that we did not like me and my friends were like, I can't like there's no way anybody's getting the two here. Like that's so crazy. And now it's actually like very possible, and like now I'm like, I am actually doing this like kind of frequently, not all the time, but like it's like very, very, very doable compared to back in the day, which definitely just shows a lot of like growth, compared to back then. So um what's your least favorite hole out there, Ollie?
Um, that's tough. I, I like throwing hole one, but I just think hole one's kind of boring. Like even like the longs, I like more. I just don't see in the long ever. But
Yeah, I don't
maybe
think
I'll
it's
just
gonna
go
be in
hole
the
one.
long.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe it's fun to start your round with a little like tester ace run action and stuff like that. But I just think like the other lines I think of are like two maybe, but like two I think is like just infinitely more fun with like the trees around it and the fencing there and like there's the skip shot lore. I'm like, come on.
Hmm. For
But
sure.
I don't know, maybe one of those. And then if not, it's like one of the new small holes. It's just like maybe 3 or 12 or whatever it is up there,
Yeah, I think
or
the
13.
13. I was gonna say I think 13 is my least favorite hole, the Dinker hole. Just for like I don't know what the course is like right now. That's just I mean obviously like the least fun hole. It's just like right there. It's a jump putt if you want it. I mean it's got to be the most aced hole, like in the in Western Washington maybe. So um, yeah, that's probably my least favorite hole. When more changes happen and we get tee pads kind of like locked down out at Lakewood, that hole is going to be gone. So it's going to turn into a pretty fun, pretty challenging par three, I think. Maybe par four, but probably par three. Um, best aspect of Lakewood. For me personally, it's so close to here. And the fact that it's like pretty wide open, so I can go there and I can like really like film a lot and I can show off discs in a really fun way. Like 17 and 18 are really great spots that you can just like throw frisbees really far and really show off some flights of them and that kind of thing. There's a lot of spots there that are just like good for showing off like all levels of disc, whether they be putters, mids, fairways, drivers. So personally, one of the best aspects there is like how scenic it is, I guess, and for like filming purposes at least. What do you think is the best aspect?
I just think it's like beginner friendly and like yeah, fun to take people to probably close in the area.
Yeah. As far as amenities are concerned, I mean, plenty of parking. Whether you want to park in like the main parking lot by one, I will often park in the parking lot over by was that like 14 and 15 over there,
The
kind of
learning
by the
center.
yeah by over there. For sure. I just I like to kind of jump in there sometimes. I like to warm up on 14. But yeah, so plenty of parking. There's a porta potty, which is like always a little gross. There is bathrooms that are on site, but they're closed right now because they're being winterized or whatever the thing
I swear
is.
they're never unlocked.
Dude, I think in the summertime, this past summer they were. I don't know about anymore, but
I
yeah.
don't
So
believe it. I'm kidding. I'm
yeah.
kidding.
But yeah, so I guess like bathrooms, which is pretty nice. You
Yeah.
definitely need some bathrooms out there. Um, I'd say like one of the things, like one of like the down like worst aspects of the course, I guess, is the walking paths are like really it's really busy. Like there's a lot of people walking the course, there's a lot of dog walkers in that, and you really got to make sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings and to the people who are walking where, depending on like where you throw and what shots you throw and that kind of thing. So um I don't think there's anything that's necessarily going to like crush the course for me as far as like a rating, but it definitely it's kind of stinks sometimes when you're out there and there's like just that perfect timing of people walking down the path where you just have to wait for just minutes on end kind of thing. Um, Ollie, you ready to give this a rating?
Yeah, I think so.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking like 6-9.
Six
6-9 or
nine.
7-0. Yeah, maybe 7-0.
Okay. Straight seven.
Yeah, we'll go straight 7.
Okay. So that would put it half a point behind Fenwick and like half a point behind South Fork Landing and about a point ahead of Gold Park, which sounds pretty accurate. I mean, that's not yeah, I mean that's pretty close. I think I want to give it like I was thinking originally 7.5, but that seems kind of high for like kind of what I want to say with the course. So I kind of want to split the
Maybe
middle
the
and go like
state now, yeah.
yeah, I want to call it like a 7.25, but I'm excited to kind of like look back at this in a few weeks or in a couple of months and kind of like be like, actually, I think we can give it another point or two because even like an 8.25 puts it at like one of the best courses on here. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it a 7.25 between the two of us. That basically puts it at like 7.11, which is kind of fun. And that will put the course at 7.11, just ahead of North Park at 6.9, and
That's where I disagree.
behind Lake Fenwick at 7.8. So that is the local course rating. All right. Now, it's been a bit of time, but are you ready for the best 90 seconds of your week? Because we're back,
Oh,
baby. Are you ready, Ollie? We are back with Ollie's Pro Tour Breakdown. Who knows how long it's going to be? It's going to be until Ollie's got nothing left, but you ready, man?
I think so.
All right. I'm going to start the timer. A little bit of sound going in 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
We are back. Supreme Flight Open back in Florida for the first event of the year. People are out there hating on Ricky, saying he's the Dallas Cowboys of disc golf. He says no. Slick Rick taking it down, shooting a hot round on day 2, help him leap to the win. Captain Cold Gannon Burr had a 10.95 final round to secure second place. Macbeth stayed consistent all weekend at his course to lock in third. Special shout out to a friend of the program, Dallas Garber, for his T15. And another special shout out to our friend Chandler Kramer for not wanting to play and still getting fifth. Oregon's own Taylor Chesick, oh God, is so sick. Had an insane weekend, landing her T2 with Holland, Graham, Hanley. Owen Scoggins taking the win at FBO. Let's go. First of the year, Pro Tour breakdown.
Not bad. It's Chosick, like so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It's fine. It worked out.
Nailed it.
What did I say? What did I say?
It was close. It was right there. You were
What did I
dancing
say?
all around it. I forget now.
I feel like I said Chosick.
It was right there.
Yeah, I said it. No one, don't go back. I said it.
That was great. Yeah, really cool seeing Owen win. That was awesome. Dallas being out there for his first event of the first Pro Tour event of the year, first Pro Tour event of him being fully on tour. Really cool to see him have some success there. Gannon not being able to scratch 1100, but getting that 1095 final round, really crazy. The final round started like absolutely insane, where it was going to be like Ricky and Macbeth for this battle, and then I think like Macbeth took like a triple bogey, Ricky took like a bogey or something like that, and all of a sudden Kyle Klein was like right in there, and really fun round, really exciting stuff. So happy to have pro disc golf back. All right, we're going to jump right into a new segment, something we're going to kind of try out here. We're going to call this Sound Off. So, Ollie is going to give us a Sounders update. Ollie, hit us with it.
I don't know if we covered it, but the first game of the season against Colorado, we took the 2-0 victory with man of the match, Paul Rothrock, my boy, getting that and starting the season off hot. He came in as a sub there. Moving on to playing against Real Salt Lake, and Real Salt Lake came out and jumped into a 2-0 lead. We got a 1-2 goal, but couldn't equalize, and so it took our first loss this season. So Real Salt Lake's they have a really good young star, some really good young players. So getting down 2-0 is definitely not where we want to be, but not a bad position. And then so just looking forward, we're going to be playing St. Louis on Saturday, March 7th, and then kind of starting the CONCACAF Champion Cup round 16, leg 1 of 2 against Vancouver. So that's going to be like a tournament style where you play like 2 rounds and the points are between the 2 games are kind of what goes off that. So there's a lot of cool like high drama moments, where a team does well one game, but then a team does even better than that team did the first game and the second game. So, there's always like these hills to overcome there. So looking in for those next 2 games, start of the season. So it's fun, heating up. Let's go.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, my new job is at the home of the Sounders, so I see them all the time. Like literally, I'll be going to the cafe. I just go get a little espresso shot, and I'll be like, what's up? And their weight room is like right next to the cafe, and so I just hear some of the fun. I'm like, all right, like let's go. Like the music choices and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, getting my coffee. So I enjoy it. Sound off with Ollie. Let's go.
I like it. That's pretty cool, man. All right, Ollie, hit us with your ODP guarantee.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Oh.
Guaranteed.
Switching it up, a little World Baseball Classic. We're getting into some pool play prediction. We're just going to go with the single game, and then we'll maybe do another one next week. And I'll probably start throwing in some other ones there as well. But we're going to start it off with USA beating Great Britain, 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night, March 7th. USA versus Great Britain. I'm taking USA. Just a little pool play match. I didn't even know they play baseball in the UK, but shout out them.
Yeah, I think Jazz Chisholm from the Yankees is like the captain of the Great Britain team. Like he found his way on there.
I have a couple of UK friends, and we keep going on to these like baseball card streams. And my favorite comment is just, I didn't know they played baseball in the UK. And then like a bunch of commenters are just like, we have a bunch of minor league. Like it's so funny. So that was a little jab at them, but yeah, we're gonna take the U.S. over Great Britain, and then we'll get into some more World Baseball Classic. F1 starting up. I'm gonna have some F1 predictions. I don't know. We're trying off this Sounders one. We might just make it like a Ollie Sport breakdown recap of like what's going on. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But that was fun.
That's fun. I like all that. Nice. Yeah, definitely U.S. over Great Britain. Definitely picking that one. I heard that I don't think it's this round. I think like during actual play we got Scooble. That's going to be Scooble's like solo start for the US.
Game.
Yeah, which like I don't know. I'm cool with it.
It's one game. It's not. It's because he's just getting one start, but it's not just a start because he's going home after. Like he's leaving.
Yeah. So yeah, which I get. I mean, he's got a lot of money on the line. He's going to be a free agent in the next year or two, something like that. So
Seattle.
that would, oh man, he's going to get a lot of money, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we're talking 45, 50 a year.
SU Seattle.
Mhm. He's a fan. I mean, he
Let's
played in
spend.
yeah, he played like next to Fairgrounds over on like Bremerton or something like that.
And
Whatever
he
team that they have
him
out
and
there.
Cal got a cool connection. I love them at All-Star game, man.
Mhm.
It'd be fun. I know it'd be
Be
a
cool.
lot, but man, let's pay, man. If we're gonna beat the Dodgers, you got to pay.
Wouldn't mind seeing him in a Red Sox uniform. That'd be pretty cool. Red Sox are definitely not going to pay him that much, but I'd be cool with it. Um, all right, time to answer the KO question of the week. Ollie, how many pigeons would you have to find in your house before you think somebody is deliberately putting them there?
One. I have like a little bit of a
One
fear
pigeon.
of pigeons. I have a fear of
You-
pigeons. I ain't gonna lie.
You
Like
have
it's like
fear
one
of
of the few
pigeons?
things I'm like very scared of sometimes. I'm getting better, but it's really bad. I really don't like pigeons.
Is there like a story behind that?
No. There's just I grew up in Seattle and just like going, like I'd go to school, like take the bus downtown and like there's just like 20 pigeons from me to my bus stop and I'm like just standing there frozen. It's like, dude, I just have like a weird perception of pigeons. That's why when I read this, I was like, bro, it would take one, bro, and I freak out. I'd be like, oh, there's someone that like, oh, bro, I don't even know. Don't like pigeons.
That's hilarious. See, I think I'm at like. I was talking to
How
Ellie
many
about this
pigeons do
last
you need in your house?
Bro, I was talking to Ellie about this last night. Like, I genuinely think I'm at like 8 or 10 pigeons before I'm like, is this on purpose? Because at first I'm just like, what if we leave the door open and a family of pigeons just comes walking in? That is, I could see myself doing that.
It's like a
But
family of rats with wings.
it is. It 100% is. But I can't like. I don't know. For me, it's kind of a lot. Like I realize it's like 8, 10, 12 pigeons before I'm like, wait a minute, someone's doing this on purpose. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I can't believe you have a fear of pigeons. That's like,
I really don't like pigeons. It's like one of the things I'm not scared of a lot of stuff, but I'm scared of pigeons for sure.
geez. All right, pigeons in the chat.
No. The thing is, I love birds too. I like a lot of other birds. Just pigeons, the thing is, I'm starting to feel bad for them. I know they used to be like domesticated, so now they're just kind of like useless. But it's like, bro, I don't need them. Are they even real?
There's government surveillance. Are we on that one? That's our new segment. Is always conspiracy theories. Yeah, so comment down below how many pigeons you'd have to find in your house before you think somebody's deliberately putting them there. And also let us know about like what do you think about all these fear of pigeons? Because I'm not gonna lie, that really I'm like, whoa, okay. All right. Time for the draft this week. Something kind of fun. We are doing sauces and dips. Kind of vague, but also kind of fun. So, Ollie, go ahead and take the first pick.
I'll take my first pick and give me ranch. Give me
Yeah.
ranch. I'll take
Solid
ranch.
1-1.
I think there's so many you could go, but I think the way I'm going with this draft, I have some like sleeper ones I think I might get away with. So
Sure. That's a really great one. If you didn't pick it, that was going to be my first one for sure. Because of that, I'm going to go with guacamole. Absolutely incredible. It's just one of the best. And then one of the other ones that like maybe not the most popular one in the world, but one specifically that I personally love a lot. And that's going to be hummus. I love that like saber pine nut hummus. I think that is so good with like pretzels, pita chips, bread, whatever. So, yeah, I got guacamole and I got hummus for my first 2 picks.
hell yeah. I think I'm gonna get a little different here with these next 2, but I'm pretty happy with them, and I think it leaves me a lot of options on my last pick. But we're gonna go with soy sauce. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's real.
A lot of rice dishes. I was like, thinking about it, and I was like, soy sauce does rank pretty highly among like sauces.
Yeah,
Like,
sushi. Yeah.
It's up there. And so then I'm gonna go there. And then I also love mixing. I have these with both my first two draft picks, sriracha, a little sriracha
Yeah.
action, and a little. I
Yep.
love having like my rice and sriracha with soy sauce. So I'm liking my draft. My draft is very personal, but I'm very much liking it.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like I almost feel like we should have like split these up between sauces and dips because
Yeah,
there's just
there's a
so many
lot. There's a
options. Yeah,
lot.
I'm like I've already filled out my board and I'm like, man, I probably could have used a bunch more, but for my next pick, I'm gonna go with just like a classic barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pick one specifically, I love Sweet Baby Ray's. I just think that's just the my favorite brand at least, but any barbecue sauce really just goes really hard. And then for my last pick, I'm gonna go with just kind of like a classic teriyaki sauce. It's very much just like sweet soy sauce essentially, but um, love it. Chicken teriyaki, some rice on the side. You get that little side salad with like the sesame vinaigrette.
Mm-mm.
Really, it just is just an incredible meal. Great lunch or dinner.
Mm. Last pick.
Last pick.
So I could say like pizza, like tomato sauce, I feel like deserves some pull, but I'm not it's not my pick. It's an honorable mention for me. But like
Okay.
I don't feel like it gets as much like not really what my theme is of this, you know.
Sure, sure, sure. I guess like
Dijon mustard is a big one of mine.
yellow mustard over Dijon, but okay.
I like Dijon, man, I'm not gonna lie. And then I love that McDonald's sweet and sour sauce so much. I don't know, just something about that one is so. I'm not picking it, but I'm going with. I don't really want to pick one, so I'm having a little trouble because like I feel like it really matters just depending on what the restaurant has. But it's like the Cholula Tapatio Tabasco kind of like hot sauce.
Yeah,
Like it's a hot sauce, like whatever like diner hot sauce that is there available.
yeah.
I'm ripping on always. So I'm taking.
Table hot
You can
sauce.
call table Tapatio. You can call whatever Tabasco, whatever. I'm liking it all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think tartar sauce is also, I think, one of my favorites that
oh, okay,
I
sure.
love.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm a
God.
sucker. I'm a sucker for like a dill aioli. Those I think is like awesome. Honey mustard. When you said Dijon, I was like, man, yellow mustard and honey actually together is just like
It's good. It's
that's
good.
yeah, it's so good. So yeah, this is one we'll probably dive into this one again because there's
We'll have to
so
do
many
like
options. There for
part two, and we'll have all of our teams picked and lined up. It'd be
for
funny.
sure. So real quick before we get into the music and the outro, tomorrow being Wednesday, these bad boys drop. This is the premier DD3 Q-Line technology. I'm loving these so far. I'm throwing the crap out of them. So huge fan of these. Come pick them up at Emerald City Discs. And then next week is episode 100, which is just absolutely incredible. And I could not be more thankful for everybody that tunes in every week, whether you've been tuning in since episode 1 or since episode 90. We appreciate each and every one of you all so much. So I'm going to have a stack of discs that I want to give away next week. And I want to start now and kind of get ready for next week and announce the winners. So I am going to give away this Nordic Phenom 4 Team Stamped. This is a Signature Series Glow Horizon S-Line DD3. They actually specifically asked us not to get this kind of stuff team stamped last year, and I have just like I don't know, a bunch of stuff like this kind of around that we'll be giving away. Hard to say how many of these are actually around with the team stamp. Probably not very many, so it's a very rare disc. So if you want to win this disc, every week when the show comes out, I repost this show on Facebook. All I want you to do, go to Facebook and repost the show. I'll go on there, I'll see it, and I'll kind of make a collection of the names, and we'll give this out to one of those random names next week. So if you want to win this sweet team stamp, just go on and share my Facebook post. And then, yeah, I got a bunch of other sweet stuff to kind of give away next week. I got this cool Skywalker 2. This is a Q-Line FD. I got a C-Line Horizon drop. I might go through and see kind of what else I got around. Might give away like maybe like an ECD gift card or something like that. So, yeah, definitely tune in next week. It's going to be a massive episode. Super excited. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in every week.
Thank you guys so much. 99 episodes, 99 weeks, 99 bottles, cartons of milk on the wall.
99
I don't
Red
know where I was
Balloons.
going with that, but we appreciate you. I appreciate Kirby doing this with me. I appreciate, this is so much fun. I always look forward to do these. But little quote, end of Soft 99. Pressure is something you feel when you don't know what the hell you're doing. Peyton Manning. Aim high, shoot low. We'll see you next week.